because I've been programming for a long time, when I get to a problem like this and I realize there's going to be some repetition, then I immediately jump uh, into the future, imagining what the repetition will be and then what the loop will look like and so forth. But when you're first learning to program, sometimes it's useful to write it out the long way a couple of times so you can start seeing the patterns, and then it's a little bit easier at that point to imagine what the loop structure might look like. So I'm going to do that here. I know that what I just did for the first word, and I'm going to do it again exactly for the second and third. So I'm actually going to do some copying and pasting, even though it makes me crazy as a programmer. Because when you find yourself copying and pasting, you then should say to yourself, how can I not be copying and pasting? How can I make this more elegant? But for now, we won't make it elegant. We'll just copy and paste. So I'm going to use first letter and get it the same way as before. I'm then going to uppercase it in the same way. I'm not going to put the comments in here just to try to keep the code length small for the movie screen, but first uppercase it, get the rest of word. And I'm reusing these variables, so that's why I'm not using the type specifier before them, because they are the same. I want to use them again. And then here is where I reassembled. So this same set of steps I'm going to do over and over 3 times. And as I said, having it written out 3 times kind of makes it a little, and seeing where the changes are and which code stays the same makes it a little bit easier to figure out what you're going to do with your variables in the loop. So everywhere that I was using first here, I'm now going to use second. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And then I'm going to do it all over again for the third word while I'm here. Then we'll circle back after I am sure it works and see how I can streamline it and maybe use a loop instead. So again, I'm going to take wherever I was using second and substitute it with third. And at this point, I should have modified first, second, and third into their new capitalized form, and so the printout will work the same as it did. So I'm going to save and I'm going to build and see if that is the case. Hopefully, yes. This is looking good. I'm getting some nice capitalization, so I know my code works. So in the following video, which hopefully will be the last one for this lab, I will take my code that's very repetitious, where I've done a lot of copying and pasting, and use a loop to make it more elegant.